So I was in Dallas, Texas for a photography job. Had one afternoon free. The locals told me I should go downtown and make my way to Deep Ellum, which is the arts district, just to kill time and take some photos. So that's what I did, jumped in an Uber, headed into downtown and started walking. And I instantly started walking in the wrong direction. This way, let's go this way. Thanks for joining me as I travel the world, going from fine dining through to street food and local specialties, all in an effort to find the world's best seafood. So my highlights of Dallas were pretty much meeting strangers' dogs and having a little chat with them about cameras and whatnot.
I'm sure someone knows, but so far no one I've asked knows why this suburb is called Deep Ellum. Anyone watching know?
I actually walked past this bar and then doubled back to grab a drink, but really because the guy outside had a cute puppy and they had those kind of beach chairs and I thought I would sit and chat with a local. So I went in, ordered one of, I think it was called the Dallas Blonde, their local beer, and joined the guy out front. Her name is Reba, she's a rescue dog, she's adorable, and she knew how to shake hands. And her owner, who had just gotten out of the military, told me his favorite barbecue in all of Texas was just 2 blocks away, called Pecan Lodge, or Pecan Lodge, depending on where you are in the world. So I took a little walk to find it, and already at like 5 in the afternoon, there was a long line. So I jumped in the line. It was about a 20-minute wait, but it all flowed really smoothly. Everyone, once they got out of the line, had a table waiting for them. When I got to the front, I'd heard all the rumors about their beef rib being amazing. Whilst it's expensive at $24 a pound, I just had to try it. So I ordered one of those, and I also wanted to try the pork rib and also the brisket, which they're also famous for. Strangely, they're actually more famous for their beef than their pork. So he hooked me up with 1 rib and then a 2 meat and 1 side combo. I went with the collard greens and tucked into it with a glass of white wine. I have to say, I'm no barbecue expert. This is a long way from seafood, but I do really enjoy it, and this was hands down easily the best barbecue I've ever eaten in my life. The beef rib was so tender, so flavorsome, not overly fatty, and it didn't just like the strands of meat fell apart. The actual individual pieces were just buttery soft. They must cook it for days. It was better and more delicious than I think any steak I've ever eaten in my life, and New York has some great steak restaurants. Pork ribs were also great. The brisket was delicious. In the end, I couldn't finish the whole thing, but I would definitely go back. Outstanding barbecue, lovely people, and really quite reasonable prices. In terms of the damage, as I said, the giant beef ribs are $24 a pound. From memory, mine was about 1.5 pounds. And then the 2 meats, 1 side combo was $16. With tax and a generous tip, that came in at about $68, but of course that would really be enough to feed 2 people if you weren't a pig like me.
So I know it's easy to be colored by being on holidays, so to speak, but that was definitely the best barbecue I ever had. And maybe I just overheard some of the best life advice I ever heard. So this lady just leaned into her friend and said, "You want some life advice? The day I met the man of my dreams that I'm now happily married to, I had just finished throwing up into a porta potty, so don't sweat the little things." I think there's something in that for all of us.
An amazing way to round out a great trip to Dallas. If you're in town, do check them out. Thoroughly recommend it. And please do like and subscribe for your seat at the table as I continue my search for the world's best, not only seafood.